Is your business still paddling upstream against the inflation river? My name is CF Hutter, and if your business buys Bitcoin, you can call me Chauncey. Recently, I was on a consulting day where I was speaking to clients scheduled every half hour at like a 9-hour straight day of taking calls from clients, all 25, 30 minutes, boom, 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 boom. Usually somebody, at least one person doesn't show, or there's one or two folks that are 5 minutes late, so I can take a bathroom break, but you get the idea. Here's my point. I hear, when I do these coaching calls all day long, the themes of what people are saying, like they pop out right in front of my eyes. About 80% of these calls, when the owner is reporting higher sales, they're doing better, they're making more profits, they have various products or services, they've got campaigns that they're working on from the previous year. It looks good, right? And in almost every case, the owner, they say to me out of the side of their mouth, we're way up. Okay, we're doing better. Okay, we're making more money. And then out of the other side of their mouth, they weren't happy. They were just kind of telling me stuff. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And this is true if they had $300,000 business, they had a $3 million business. A couple of them had 8 figures, $10 million business. They were doing great in their setup. In each of the scenarios, no matter what size of the business, my clients were not able to put away enough money for what they were doing in their size business that they were happy with. Why is that? Why was that happening? Are they paddling upstream, whether they are doing hundreds of thousands a year or multiple millions a year? It didn't matter. They were paddling and paddling and paddling, trying to fight against the inflation river. Look, my friend, there's nothing happening in my world that didn't happen in your world and other people. It's all happening everywhere, whether you're a small business, large business, entrepreneur, big corporation, it's happening. You're working hard. It's like you're a one-man canoe paddling upstream in this fast-flowing river, and no matter how hard you try, your canoe is going to feel like it's staying still, or you're barely moving. Maybe you're going backwards. No amount of hard work of growing whatever business you have is going to solve the problem of being on the wrong side of this economic war. This is an economic war. Inflation is a killer. It is destroying businesses, especially small businesses, but businesses, corporations. It is killing business people because they don't even understand that this inflation is sucking their profits, because that dollar that they made doesn't go as far as it used to buy the things they need to run their business. So whether it's $300,000 or $3 million or $10 million, it doesn't matter, because the costs of all of this new stuff is going up so much. Even though they're making more money, it is the same flat, like you're staying still in the river. Here's the solution. What I'm telling people right now, what I'm telling my clients, grow your cash. Do everything you can to grow your cash flow every week, okay? And then every week, you set aside a certain percentage. Some people do 10%, some people do 20%, whatever you can do, you take it aside and you buy an asset that is a value, a store's value, at a higher rate than inflation. So you continue to capture your work by buying the strongest money. Let me explain what that means. Right now you're doing work, and that work is, you busted your tail on a project, you worked 5 days, you got paid $10,000, and you put it in the bank. Great. But that money in the bank it's hemorrhaging. It's getting less valuable every day, every week, every month that goes by. And so it's not storing your time and energy you took in those 5 days to make that $10,000. What if we could go back and redo it and work hard for 5 days, make that $10,000, and then put it into Bitcoin? What if it put into Bitcoin where it is now storing value over the long term? I'm not talking about Bitcoin in the daily this and that. That's a whole different topic. Long term, 4 years to 10 years, nobody has ever lost money with Bitcoin in a 4-year period or over. Everybody 4 years or less, if you sold something, whatever, that's your own. But you're not buying Bitcoin for short term. You're buying Bitcoin for 4 years to 10 years to your life, okay? And so I'm talking about the people that understand that. They're putting away money for long-term, minimum 4 years, long-term 10 years minimum, long-term after that, your life. Okay, with that said, that value, you just took your time and your energy and your hard work and you made money and you put it someplace that's going to increase, not decrease like that dollar is going to do. Do you see my point? So going back to the solution, you're growing your cash every week. You're selling products and services. You're buying an asset that week, daily or weekly. That's a store of value that beats inflation, which is Bitcoin. And then you continue to, you push the repeat button, and you do that every week. You are in an unwinnable war if you're not doing this. If you try to save in dollars, you're not going to win. The only way to win is to buy Bitcoin, hold it, and repeat. And I mean this for every single business owner watching this video. The new business model for the future, if this hasn't become crystal clear to you, is generate cash in your business, take as much of that cash each day, each week as you can, and buy Bitcoin with it, and repeat, and do it again. That is the new business model. That is the only way you're going to beat this inflation monster. That is the only way you can beat this monetary war that is going to take so many businesses down. Entrepreneurship is going to be in so much trouble because they are trying to fight against an unwinnable war. Do what I'm telling you, folks. Get cash, buy Bitcoin, and not just one time, ongoing, daily, weekly, all from now till forever. And you'll understand more than anybody else, it is Bitcoin time.